So welcome back, so soon, to the Sept of the Riddling Waters, for Nightfall in Amsterdam, the Werewolf venue, where Grace has finally departed after call it a tense conversation with her alpha. Productive, but tense. And finally understanding the source of some tension. And honestly, it all kind of clicked, really. When it was put out there, everything made sense. And well, she just can't let that kind of thing stand. So she is set off walking, remembering vaguely what direction Gerard headed in. And once she's gotten out of the Bay Street Lamb, we'll pick up a nice hearty little jog to catch up with Gerard's more casual saunter. And so sooner or later, as Gerard is walking, there will be like kind of well, kind of like the Huffy Puffy, like, "Hey Gerard, gonna wait up."
Well, as you approach before the stumble, you'll see Gerard walking. It looks like he's just continued walking since you left and kind of just, I guess, patrolling the sept. Just, yeah, filling in a little Guardian work, even if he's not officially on the Guardians, but a pair of eyes around is nothing to be shunned away. So he's walking, you can see he's toying with something. Clearly small, smaller than the palm of his hand at least. As he's just kind of thumbing it around, fiddling with something, pebble or something, but there's like a string hanging from it that you can actually see as it blows in the slight breeze. And he's humming along to himself as he goes, and you stop, call out to him. He slowly stops, kind of turns around, and puts whatever he had in his hand around his neck and tucks it in under his shirt. Grace.
And yeah, she puffs once or twice, finally trots over, like, "Hey, Gerard, yeah. Oh, I
You have
thought of
sought
something
me out
else."
once again.
"Yeah, I have."
Quite urgently, it seems.
"Oh, reasonably urgently, yeah." Fuck. There's like the keel over for a second. Okay. Whew. I don't suppose you have a moment. Because otherwise this run was for nothing.
I can spare moments for something of importance.
Oh, it is? Conveniently enough.
Then speak. What is it you sought me out for?
Oh, so, I imagine you remember that moot you came in on, you know, almost about a week ago.
I do.
And, there was a butchering of a story so bad. Be like half the moot was on the verge of frenzy. I don't suppose you remember that bit.
I do.
Well, I had the craziest thought, you know. And after all, you seem to be a pretty fucking capable galliard. And well, I'm more than happy to get my kicks catching the menace back for my bit of that story. Whew. Got the sneaky suspicion my alpha deserves a little better than knowing that I kicked the shit out of a menace. I thought maybe you might be interested in telling his story proper. The things that brought him here, and why that fight went the way it did, what it meant. It's a tale of a man killing the traitor, sent assassins after his own father, killing him in his bed. Silver blades.
You wish for me to tell a story of your alpha.
Meduyev?
The one he has already told.
He has Yev, but he's not a Galliard. There's so much more to it than he has the words to say. And after all, his words, they were heard here. We know the story. But your words as a Galliard, they travel further. They impact deeper and they mean more. He can tell us the story, but you can sing it louder. You can sing it further. The spirits will carry what you say. Think his family deserves that much? Think he deserves that much?
You think he deserves that much.
Do?
Now I am surprised and honored that you came to me, Grace. However, I have been here a little over a week. I do not know your alpha. I barely know yourself. Now, while other galliards may be able to weave tales far greater than I, much like I said to you earlier, a galliard can weave a tale great, magnificent. But if they keep weaving tales and spewing them, they begin to lose their meaning. They get diluted. Now, this is not what I'm saying. If you remember, your packmate Dominic,
Korshev?
quite respectfully turned the spotlight to me during that moot.
So he did?
I'm not against telling tales. Of course not, I'm a galliard. There is a time and a place.
Korshev? You'd know best?
So I only ask as why. As a man who has no affiliation to anyone on this sept, a man that has been on this sept less than a week, I have not bloodied myself alongside these warriors. Singing a tale as such, about a man I know very little about. I respect, do not get me wrong. I have great respect for your alpha. I'm not saying I will not do it. I just need to know why. Why has this come up now? What has changed in the minor hours that we last spoke? Because I tell you now, Grace, I will not be played a fool.
Oh, of course not, Yuff. This is no prank. This is no joke. When last we spoke, my alpha was still in a harsh place. Because I haven't done right by him. Couldn't feel him. And I became concerned. I spoke to him. I brought him the report, of course. But I spoke to him. And I asked the right questions. And I finally got my answer. And as much as I could sit here and say that, regardless of the first time you met us, I was the first to step by his side, pick him out of the lot, and say he was someone I would follow, not just someone I would pack with. And all who have come to him, they come seeking an alpha, not seeking a pack and a way to work their way to the top. But more importantly, my alpha has so many times, when I was spoken of wrongly, when I was acted towards wrongly, he's been the one that was loud. And he did that for me. And while I've got many a fine skill, being loud, return the favor, to show that what happened to him, that his history, that his legacy is important. I may not be able to sing a fine tale, but I can sure as hell pick out the best damn Galliard I've heard so far, and beg it of him if I have to. Eric's done too much right by me too many times for me not to do the best I can by him in exchange. And I've seen his face, not in the public eye, but even alone, even sitting and mulling, he doesn't stop thinking. He doesn't stop ruminating on the things, his past, the things he's done, the things he's gonna do. And it matters to him more than most runes. He's not just thinking about the next battlefield. He's thinking about where that battlefield will take him, whether there are wins or losses. He thinks. And I admire that in him. I'd be a poor beta, an even poorer one than I am already, if I couldn't do the best I could to try to do the same for him that he's done for me already. Even if it's not my lips saying it. I'll have my own part to play. But it won't be in telling the story. He's a good man. He's gonna go a long way. Nothing else. I feel that being the one Who was the first to make this tale spread beyond one sept? It's something in the future you'll look on with pride. Sure of it?
Hmm. You have told me what you want. Then what do you plan to do about it? Forgive me for prying, Grace, but by the way you speak like you have disgraced your alpha. Or not done right by him. Now it is all well and good that I sing this tale. I echo this tale, reverberating from what once he has already spoken, and again already a risk. A one that I will take. But that will sow the wound. What will you do to make sure it is not cut open once again?
And she fashions a little bit of a bow of the head, essentially at the acknowledgement that she has confessed. You were there the day I spoke in anger. You saw it. You heard it. There's not much use in pretending it didn't happen. And while a Ragabash has plenty of room to say a lot of things, even a Ragabash can step out of line. Their criticism. So I'll be making sure my criticism's pointed in the right direction. Doing a number of things to do right by my alpha, but this one I can't do myself.
Of course. As you know, I am no philodox. But I question those who ask me to do tales for them, rather than what I think is deserved in recompense. Because although I don't know your alpha intimately, I have seen, I have spoke, and I have heard the words he has said. We both follow a similar path. And if I was in his shoes and someone had wounded my honor, much like I already know he probably has, he has made you aware. But they would not do it again.
Was a nod. A measured one, kind of watching, kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop.
But I will echo his tale. And know that in doing this, I will not forget it.
And I will not forget the Fave Road.
The tale will be sung upon the highest rock. It will echo across the sept for all to hear. Those that wish will come and listen. Those that do not can plug their ears.
Quirks a smile. And he says those that do not, and there's a pause. Man. That big foxy smile. And all I can say, I won't forget it. You get the distinct impression not a single person on the sept will.
And if they do, it will be to their own loss.
Just so Gerard. Bleh. Gerard, yeah.
It's curious. I've been on this sept a week. I've spoken to a few other Garu on the sept, conversed in this small talk that is socially acceptable. Why is it that I keep running into you and your alpha?
Cracks a smile. Oh, we're just downright prolific. Yeah, downright prolific, yeah. Because we're the ones out walking around and getting shit done. Seems like an obvious answer to me.
You say that. There's a slight grin, like, hmm?
Oh, I do? Like, puffs herself up the teeny tiny bit, like, puh.
And I hope your actions speak volumes.
Well, if they ever fucking cash out, they'll speak fucking chapters. Might even speak a whole library. Who knows? Tell you this much, I found at least one way to get down to where that Metis is. And I'm pretty sure I've got at least one more way coming, as well as a good idea of what's down there. Bastion's kind of a teasing bow, like, ta-da.
Yes, you have information. It has value. But what are you going to do about it?
Don't gonna march my ass down there and rip her out of there.
Then I expect to see you with the killing blow.
Oh, you better
Fiona.
damn well hope I was the one who got the first fucking blood in the last fight. Or that the Metis told it wrong.
But I was not there for the last fight.
That's why she's got the cheeky smile.
And I will see you with the killing blow then, Grace.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely.
This is a promise you're making now.
Well, I can't help if people go and snipe it out from under me, but I tell you what, I'm gonna fucking try.
You cannot help if people cannot snipe it out from underneath you. A challenge, perhaps.
Oh? Go and make it interesting.
I do not make bets in such ways.
Oh no, you make it interesting just by talking. Keep going. It's like that little gesture, like, no, keep, no, really, come on.
But I will be watching. For my understanding of this sept, it is diverse, yes, but I see the people and I watch. I am silent because I watch. And when I understand the mixture of what I'm dealing with, then you will hear my true tales, rather than just a riling speech.
Well, if they're better than the speeches, I'll have to fucking. I don't even know. I'll have to do something to prepare myself, though. This is gonna get good. And don't you worry. I'll make sure you get an eyeful.
Excellent.
Besides, it's like cranes it a little bit. I didn't know you're a watcher. That was some damn good shit you pulled.
By
I don't
what
care
do
if
you
the bacon
mean?
was cheap. It was fucking delicious.
I do my duty. I do what I was born to do. And the gift given to me by Gaia only strengthens that.
Oh, I do like your inclinations.
My inclinations.
Oh yeah.
By what do you mean?
Well, didn't Eric tell you?
Slowly
Like
raises
leans
an
back a little
eyebrow.
bit. Oh, we're a hunting pack. You do seem to like hunting. It jives rather nicely.
Tell me, Grace, what do you know of the Von Brandt family?
Can't say I know a lot.
Precisely.
Oh, and here I thought it was just gonna go into me being ignorant, and actually came into a skill thing. I can dig it. Sage nod.
As I said to you earlier, it means in Old Germanic of the burning lands.
Distinct smell of scorched earth coming with that.
Scorched earth indeed. Our history is long. It has been sung by many. And it is a proud and honorable burden that I bear.
You know, I feel like most people make a smartass comment about the nature of scorched earth. And all I can think is sometimes all it takes a fire running through a forest for things to be able to grow proper and new again.
While some will battle and lay blood onto the soil for it to grow.
Fill up
Some plant the
fertilizer.
seeds, some spread the fertilizer. Sometimes these do not work, and what it truly needs is a cleansing. Purge and start once again. And the very soil that the Gaia blessed herself will always ring true, no matter what it has suffered.
Taps the side of her nose. Sounds right to me.
That is the Von Brandt way. Perhaps one day I will tell you a tale of such.
We'll look forward to it. Maybe.
What only know this. That is what I live by. As he kind of pulls open the front of his shirt on the left-hand side, revealing like the almost where the heart is on the like on the pectoral. You'll see a brand, pretty hefty
Ooh.
brand, in a circular motion.
Look, Grace is many things, but she's not shy, and in, the light of the middle of the night, she is not going to hesitate to lean forward. In fact, it's very possible that she'll give her fingers a fucking snap. Make sure she has a fairy light. Like, boing! Might take a couple snaps. But no, she's curious enough. She'll lean in to look. Worst he'll do is slug her, and she's had worse.
And you'll see it. I can't find the picture 100%. But it's kind of like a circular brand. It's got like these roots coming off it from all different sides. Inside it has like a kind of like these old letterings, not exactly runic, but kind of like the hybrid between them.
The fancy ones.
Yes.
Scripty things.
And it's like got a load of scripting on it and a few kind of other symbol markings that you don't really understand. Yeah, you haven't really seen before. And he just covers it up.
Just pops back up. Now that's something interesting.
That is a promise. To some of us, Grace, our honor is everything.
Feel like I'm learning more about pride and honor every day. Yuff. Big old grin.
You should, considering your alpha.
He's just the thing for it.
Is there anything else you need of me? While I am here in your presence.
Oh no, I'll come up gasping like a fish again the next time I can think of something. So if you're gonna keep humming while you walk, I might walk with you a little bit.
If you wish to walk, then you may join me.
Ooh, well, when I even get an invitation instead of just being an invasive species, how can I resist?
I would not call you such a parasite.
I prefer the term personal space invader.
Much insults remain for the worm.
Oh, fair enough.
And he turns and starts walking.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? She does patrols too. Probably eventually have to run down to South Side of Sept and do her next, but for the moment, she'll take a bit of a saunter with the Galliard because he's humming and she wants to know what.
Gonna ask him anything, Katie?
I admit I'm a little brain dead from back-to-back scening, and I'm having trouble holding my accent and using real words. I think for now, I would let it go. Can always harass you in the morning. Yeah. Or, well, tomorrow. Or the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to know what he's humming if you have a particular song he's doing.
I do. I'll find it for you now.
Yes, gimme, gimme, gimme. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Yeah, she will traipse along with and listen to him hum. Because, it's not necessarily a perfect match, but it does resonate so fucking well. Would you like me to end it there, sir?
If you have nothing else for him, then yes.
For well. Then for now, we will say thank you, players, for playing. And watchers for watching. And we'll see you next time. In Nightfall in Amsterdam, the Werewolf venue.